first, time to find out what's happening in the world of pets. Please welcome the Barking Blondes, Joe Good and Anna Webb. Hello, girls.
Hello, Alan.
Hello. Nice to see you. Hello, Matilda. So, what's happening in the world of dogs? What have we got?
Well, Alan, we asked the viewers to send in pictures of their cuddly pets this week.
Serve you right.
So we're going to kick off, first of all, with Jed. He's a little cheeky Shih Tzu.
Easy for you to say, yes.
And he was sent in by Leanne in Hexham, and look at him, he looks a bit startled, to be quite honest.
He looks a bit like Patrick Moore. He's got one eye wider than the other. Anna?
Well, we've got a lovely picture of a cat called Tink, who is doing his aerobic leg stretches, and that was sent in by Jenny.
You know, it is a parallel universe. Cat aerobics.
Well, next up is Bella, and Bella was taken on holiday by Jackie in Cornwall, and she's breathing in the positive ozone. Look at her there. I think that's near Moulscombe or somewhere like that, but she looks fantastic.
She does look having a good time, doesn't she? Now, some owners take pet photography one step further and get professionals to capture their beloved pets, but others try it themselves, like those in here. Awkward family pet photos. These are, I mean, some of these in here. Shall we have a look at some of these?
Yeah, fantastic.
Astonishingly tough.
Oh, well, look at that, a beautiful family group, and why not have the pets involved too? You've got the Labrador there with a very long tongue, but what I love best about that picture, Alan, are the guinea pigs in the bottom right, left-hand corner.
It's a wonder they didn't oink the goldfish out and carry that by its tail, isn't it, really?
It's a very diverse family. It's fantastic, but the dog in the middle is upstaging everybody.
With its tongue. Its tongue hanging out. Has it got a white ice lolly? I don't know. Next one.
Next one, we've got a lovely couple, and they're newlyweds, and they've got a cat that looks like, well, you've done ballet. It looks like it's doing a Grand Batman or something. Just remarkable.
I think it was a tiller girl in a former life.
Yes, look how happy they are, not realising that the cat is really grabbing everyone's imagination.
I bet they got that on their sideboard. Next one.
Oh, a lovely group again, and look at that big bulldog.
Yeah.
It really is. In that picture.
Do you think he realised what he was doing? They tell me the dog's called Roger. New meaning to the phrase Roger the dog. That's not it. You can immortalise your pooch. Please welcome caricaturist Rick Coleman. So, do you get asked to do caricatures of dogs quite a lot?
Yeah, quite often. Yeah.
So this wonderful. I mean, when you're looking at these two, because we'd quite like you to do Matilda and Molly. So, what sort of traits do you think they've got?
Well, I've been told one of them's psychic and the other one's a bit grumpy and lazy, so I think we'll be using those characteristics.
I think I can tell which one is grumpy and lazy.
I'll leave it down to you to work that out.
I didn't know Matilda was psychic.
Oh, no, Molly's psychic.
Molly's psychic?
Oh! Yes.
Molly's psychic?
Yeah, she knows everything that's going on, you know. She knows, you know, when I'm coming home.
Really?
Yeah, all sorts.
You see, I worry, really. I do worry, but she doesn't look as if she knows anything at the moment. So one who's psychic and one who's a bit grumpy. And you get, I mean, we've got an example of your work here.
You just exaggerate the characteristics, really.
So you're always looking for something you can latch on to, in effect,
definitely.
really.
Yeah.
You're up for it, then, are you, for doing
certainly,
these?
yep, we'll do that.
Fun. Well, we'll leave you to get on, Rick. Artists nowadays can make a good living out of painting pet portraits that are sold, in some cases, for thousands of pounds. To tell us more, please welcome Robert Clark. Welcome, Robert.
Nice to see you.
Along with examples of your work. These are beautiful. We've got,
thank you.
That's a terrier at the
That's
end.
a Norfolk Terrier. That's Tommy.
Yeah.
And that's just an Italian Greyhound.
These plain backgrounds show them off really well, don't they?
Yeah, that's a kind of stylised thing that I've done over the years, so...
How did you start? How does one begin as a dog painter?
I've only been doing it for 5 years, and I kind of just fell into it. I was doing birds, and then someone asked to do a dog, and I had to go at a dog, and this is where we are now.
It's all dogs.
It's all dogs, yeah.
So, you have to know them particularly well before you paint them, to get the character coming through?
I meet a lot of dogs, you know, maybe half. I don't know, like half the dogs I do, I meet. Half the dogs I use photographs.
Oh, so some it's from photos and some it's from real life. And...
But I take the photos sometimes of the dogs if I meet them. So.
Right, so, you know, what's the key? If you were to say, within a painting of a dog, what makes it right?
I call it dotting the eyes. The moment you put a dot in the eye, it brings the whole painting to life.
That little white
just
dot in there,
tiny
which
little dot.
is the glint of
Which
light,
is the glint
isn't
of...
it?
Yeah, brings them to life, yeah.
Do you do repeat sittings, as it were, as they get older?
Yes. Well, this is... I've done 4 pictures of Tommy, and that's the 4th one. Tommy's 1.5.
Good heavens above.
So I've done a puppy, 6-month, 9-month, and a 1.5 years.
You could make a living out of one dog, then, on that,
I'm
really.
thinking another 25 at least.
What would it cost to have your dog painted like that, then?
That one was £2,300.
Right. Well, he's an artist. I mean, if you want a George Stubbs of a dog, it'll cost you £2,300,000.
Exactly.
So reasonable, isn't it, really?
That's not bad.
A lot of work.
Thank you very
and
much.
now to a more extreme form of art. Last year, Chinese-crested Mugly had the dubious honour of winning the world's ugliest dog contest. Oh, it didn't deter his owner from commissioning a piece of art on her body. Please welcome Mugly and his owner, Bev Nicholson. Hello, Mugly. Come up here then, Mugly. Come on, you can always guarantee, can't you, when they come on the show, they don't do what you're expecting. Up you come on, up here, up. That's good, well done. Oh, yes, you're not the... an oil painting, are you, really? But it's very simple. A bit of hair around the face and eyes, but not much on the body, Bev. I mean...
Nothing,
Claire.
nothing at all. He's got a completely
Oh,
naked
look, he's
back.
bare. Yeah.
Completely naked.
Oh, no wonder you need your football shirt. So, is he not meant to be like that, then, really?
No, he's supposed to have hair on his head, feet and tail, but he went a little bit wrong.
I forgot about you, Mugly, didn't they, really? He's, well, you know, he's sweet, but he's not, as you say, I mean, not terribly good looking. But where have you then had him immortalised?
Ah.
Steady. Oh, look at that. So tattooed. I'll tell you what, yeah, it's quite lifelike, isn't it, Mugly? Are you pleased you're on there? I'm looking at that and looking at you, and it's... You look very nice. I can see... Yes. So he's there forever,
Yes,
on your back.
very definitely.
Obviously very attached to him. Are people surprised when you say, I've got my dog on my back?
Very surprised.
They don't think it's your husband, or they anything like that. No. But it clearly means a lot to you. You didn't just think of having a painting then. Why did you have a tattoo and not a painting?
It was just really important to me that I didn't make this... you know, I didn't want to wait until he died.
Right, so
You know, I didn't want a memorial.
Yes.
I wanted it to be something that he could share with me, and he came with me to the tattooist and met, the tattooist, because obviously he's very unusual looking, and
Yes, he
without
is.
knowing Mugly, I think it'd be quite hard to draw.
Would you see, ladies and gentlemen, only in Britain? We'll catch up with caricaturist Rick Coleman later in the show to see the finished masterpiece. If you've any burning questions for Joe and Anna, drop us a line, alan@itv.com. In the meantime, my thanks to Anna, Rick Coleman, Robert Clark, Joe, Bev Nicholson and Mugly. Thank you. For yours now, it's time to find out the many ways you can turn the memory of your pet into a treasured memento. Why am I feeling nervous? Please welcome back our resident pet experts, Joe Good and Anna Webb. So, mementos, pet mementos, they're obviously important. But you're still with us, Matilda, so it's all right.
Yes, and the sad fact is that we often outlive our pets, and that's...
Well, actually, I think that's quite good. I'd be sadder if I didn't.
And it's important to keep them going in perpetuity. And for Anna and I, we've got knitted versions of our dogs.
Oh, look.
We've got a knitted Matilda and a knitted Molly.
That's you.
That's you,
Look
Tilly.
at that.
There.
Very lifelike, isn't it?
I'd like to say we knitted them. We didn't, unfortunately. We can't cast on or cast off.
But they're very lifelike. You've even got the pattern on the back.
Yes.
Don't eat yourself, Matilda. I know you eat everything else. Right, wonderful. Absolutely. And they are important.
Yes, I think to have something with you forever, you know, if it's not a painting or a photograph, a little memento.
OK, well, earlier on we established the connection between these two pictures that you can see here. Yes, the lady's jumper was, in fact, made out of her dog's hair. It's time to meet her. Please welcome hand spinner Sally Jackson. Hello, Sally. How must I say, it is the most magnificent garment And you spun your dog's hair then, presumably, on this spinning wheel?
Yes, and this was 30 years ago.
Gosh.
So I was one of these crazy dog keepers that brushes the dog, stores the fur, but I went one step further. And
you made it. So how long did you store the fur for?
It wasn't very long with the Pyrenean Mountain
Pyrenean
Dog.
Mountain Dog. So what was the Pyrenean Mountain Dog called?
Tosca. It was called Tosca, and now I do spending for other people now, for them to have a memento of their pets.
So how long ago is it since Tosca was with us?
30 years.
Gosh, so Tosca literally lives on 30 years later in this wonderful garb. So you spin the hair first, and then, is it knitted?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I knit it. Yes, I do, indeed.
And do lots of people want you to do things for them there?
Yes, I've had so many emails from people whose dogs have died and I've made them something from their fur. I have to say the dogs have to be alive when you brush them. Do you have to collect the fur when they're alive?
Great relief, isn't it, really? I'll dig a hole in the garden and start gathering it then. I don't think I want to do that. Does anybody think it's a bit morbid, or does everybody love doing it?
No, because when you lose your dog, you miss the little eyes, the waggy tail, and you miss stroking them. And this way you can bring a bag of fur into yarn, into something that they can hold, touch.
And you just
they
spin
love
it on this, give it a
Oh,
demo.
yes.
So you're feeding in the hair at one point and it turns
Yes,
into this
yeah,
yarn.
yeah.
Wonderful. Amazing.
So-
Well, it's lovely to see you, and it's lovely to... What an amazing memento that is. It's so
Super.
beautiful,
Really
apart from
love
everything
it.
else.
Yeah.
I love
In fact,
that.
yeah, I want a jumper.
Well,
Molly,
should
we
we?
had to collect your fur.
Is Molly... Now, would Molly's be long enough? You need longer hair than that,
No,
don't
I
you?
need longer hair.
You need longer hair.
What a shame.
Hard luck, Molly. You won't be on the back. It might come with something of a relief. Really. What do you like of the memento?
Well, this is, you might find this a little macabre. I mean, in fact, this is a fantastic company called Ashes into Glass. They started this really for humans, for the ashes of humans deceased. And, but now they use
Well, I'm
it...
glad they're not alive.
Now they use it for pets. And so this is a little medallion made from the ashes, from the bones of a much-loved pet. And the dog, yes. that
So
you
what's in there? Do we know what's in this one?
I think that's a little chihuahua, so it's come down quite
Well,
small.
it'd have to be,
obviously.
because it'd be 5 feet tall if it were a Dalmatian, wouldn't it? Alsatian, so-
It's rather nice, so it's always close to your heart.
Matilda, you're showing an unhealthy interest in the contents of this box.
Smell the chihuahua.
So the ashes go in there.
Yes.
And we've got another...
And then there's a ring there, because you wanted Molly turned into a diamond.
Yes, well, I've heard about this. I think it's
You
amazing.
turn your dog into a diamond?
Yeah, into a diamond. Well, that's similar to this. It's not a real diamond, but I don't know how they do it, but transforming ashes into jewellery, I think it's a lovely idea.
Oh, this is
That's
astonishingly
fantastic.
beautiful. Let's have a look at this.
Yes.
So what have we got there?
So I think we've got a German Shepherd here inside a paper. It's really quite reduced, obviously, but it's
Yes.
fantastic.
And then you can always
Have you
the-
met Rover? Yeah, I'm on the table every night. He just sits in here. He never any bother. You don't have to take him out and walk him. He's lovely. They don't need exercising, do
Not
they, in
at
this
all,
particular
no.
state?
Very well
Is
behaved.
it? We shouldn't laugh. A lot of people will think it's lovely to do, but it is amusing in a little way. Isn't it,
And
really?
it means they're always close to you.
Yeah, well, they would
Yes.
be, wouldn't it? I mean, you can go to bed and have the dog on the bed when it's like that. Well, Matilda, you're showing an unhealthy interest in this. Tim, any pet mementos for you? Have you got any?
Well, I do have this, which is it's a cup with a picture of the dog that I used to have called Mickey. When I was younger, he died a very long time ago. But the actual cup is that's made from his teeth. In fact, after I made the cup, he was on a milkshake diet.
Now, earlier in the show, we sent a caricaturist tasked with drawing our pet experts and their dogs. To discover how it's turned out, please welcome back Rick Coleman. Rick, let's see what you've done. Oh, look at this. So this is Matilda, along with Joe. Look at that. Dinner at last. Can you see that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Brilliant. Right, that's one. We'll push that over there a bit.
we
This
can
one
get them
on
both on there.
And here's Molly. There we are. Mystic Molly. There you are, Anna. That's Mystic Molly.
Yeah,
Got a wonderful
lovely,
shot
fantastic.
of... That's a very peculiar angle on the dog, that, isn't it? They never face the right way on this programme. Rick, thank you very much indeed.
you.
You can find details of these pet mementos on our website, itv.com/Alan. Don't forget, if you want to share your pet news with us, email alan@itv.com. My thanks to Rick and Sally, Joe and Anna. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.